Hey there, Taurus, and welcome to your personal guide for January 17th, 2026. If you're feeling this big push for success at work, but also this pull to kind of go inward and reflect, you are definitely not imagining things. There's a really powerful cosmic reason for all of it, so let's break it all down. You know, everything we're about to talk about, from what's happening in your career, to your love life, to how you're feeling, it all comes back to a single powerful planetary shift. It's really the engine driving your whole day. And that big event? It's Venus entering Aquarius. Now, think of this as a bit of a double-edged sword. On one hand, it's totally lighting up your professional life, giving you all this brilliant, unconventional energy. But on the other hand, it can make you feel a little more sensitive, maybe a bit restless on the inside. This one transit, it's the key to understanding everything else today. All right, so let's dive right into today's defining influence. Getting a handle on this transit is absolutely the key to navigating all the opportunities and maybe even the challenges you're going to face.
So, we're going to break down exactly how this Venus and Aquarius energy kind of ripples through the three big areas of your life. And let's start with your career, because that's a huge area of opportunity for you right now.
Professionally, this is your day to shine. I mean, the cosmic energy is basically putting a spotlight right on your talents, putting you in a position to make a real impact. Yeah? Even if it is the weekend. And this is absolutely crucial. The people who matter, your boss, clients, investors, they are so much more likely to notice you right now. Your ideas have this special spark that can really capture their imagination, so please, don't be afraid to share them.
So how do you make the most of this? Well, the advice is pretty clear. Don't just do things the way they've always been done. This is the time to pitch that brave, outside-the-box idea. Go ahead and challenge the old ways of thinking. This is exactly how you're going to stand out and leap way ahead of the pack.
And just remember, the bold moves you make today aren't just for some short-term win. Oh no, they are actively building your reputation and your professional standing for the long haul. The bottom line here is, be memorable.
Okay, let's shift gears and talk about your relationships. While your career life is full of all this outward momentum, your inner world, your love life, your connections, it might feel a little more complicated today. The energy here is really asking you to make some important choices.
And this is the big question you might be asking yourself: freedom or security? See, Venus in Aquarius kicks up this desire for independence and authenticity, which might feel like it's clashing with that comfort and stability that you, as a Taurus, usually crave. And depending on where you're at, this plays out differently. For those of you in a relationship, this could be a real moment of truth. You're being pushed to look at the balance and decide, is our path forward together or is it separate? But for you singles out there, this energy is exciting. An unexpected, maybe even unconventional encounter could be waiting for you when you're out and about. But a really important piece of advice for all you singles: while the potential for a new adventure is super high, don't rush into trusting someone new. And maybe even more importantly, as you're getting to know them, make sure you don't lose your own sense of independence in the process.
Okay, finally, let's talk about how all of this energy is affecting you physically and mentally. It's so important to connect with your body today and just give it what it needs. Remember how we said this transit can heighten your sensitivity? Well, this is where you might actually feel it in your body. This energy can put your nervous system on high alert, making you feel a little more keyed up than usual.
So, if you're feeling a bit worn out or tense, or you just can't seem to settle down, I want you to know that's a direct reflection of today's astrology. It's not just in your head. And the great news is, there's a clear solution. You just have to actively seek out your balance.
And luckily, there's some really fantastic, practical ways to counteract all that tension and find your equilibrium again. Activities like yoga or Pilates are just perfect for a day like today, because they combine gentle movement with mindfulness. They help release that physical tension while also calming your mind down. Honestly, even something as simple as a walk in a park or just getting some fresh air can do wonders to ground you and get your energy back.
Okay, we have covered a lot of ground here. So let's pull it all together into a simple, clear takeaway for your day. If you remember nothing else from today, just remember these three words. For your career, the word is unconventional. For your love life, it's all about clarity. And for your health, the key is balance. These are your keys to making the absolute most of the day.
So, that just leaves us with one final question. You've got this powerful mix of innovative energy and sensitive insight working for you. You know where the opportunities are, and you know where the challenges might be. The only thing left to decide is, how are you going to harness it?